Hey family, welcome back at Inner Beauty TV. I'm so happy that you're here. We have a few new Inner Beauty TVs coming up and I'm really excited to share them with you. This video, I want to talk to you about the energetic attachments that we have and that we hold and keep in place to other people if we do not forgive them. You need to forgive this person, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. We all have people in our lives who have wronged us in any way, and we as people have wronged others. Let's just be honest about that. None of us is perfect. But I need you to forgive the people around you that need forgiveness. The people around you that you feel that you have unresolved emotions, unresolved loose ends with. It's so important that you tie up those loose ends. Why? Because everything is energy. We live in a world of energy, and so you are like this person walking around with a backpack, and that backpack you're carrying around your past, your emotional baggage, but you're also constantly carrying around the ties you have with other people, with other places, with things. This is why a lot of people choose to move from materialism to living a very simplistic lifestyle with as less things as possible, because it lightens their energy field. It frees them from having all of these energetic attachments to things. We have that as well. But this video, I want to talk to you about the energetic attachments that we have and that we hold and keep in place to other people if we do not forgive them. So I want to invite you to maybe close your eyes, or maybe just keep looking at the video and tune into yourself and be really honest. If I ask you the question, who do you need to forgive in your life? And I know someone or maybe multiple people come up, and if they don't, then either you have done a lot of forgiveness work already, or you're not being completely honest. So who do you need to forgive? Now I understand that forgiveness is not easy, and you may have feel that you've been really wronged and that you were in the clear, in the right, and they were in the wrong. Yet still, I need you, for your own happiness and clarity, to forgive those people, no matter what they did, no matter how big it was, no matter how heartbreaking it was, no matter how unfair it was. I'm a quadruple Libra, so unfairness is like the biggest, like, I go completely, I block, I freeze, I just get kortsluiting when there's unfairness in or around my life, because as a Libra I just cannot deal with that. That's my personality, not my true self. So I just want to say, I really understand if it's hard for you when something is so unjust to kind of accept and forgive. But I need you to understand that forgiving someone or something, some action, does not mean that you are condoning the behavior as right. It does not mean that you are accepting the behavior. You are accepting what has happened. You are accepting their past behavior, because no one can change that. Not really, at least. Well, yes, you can, but they cannot change what they have done. You cannot change what they have done. The past is the past. What has happened is happened. We cannot change that. But you can change how you deal with it in the now. You can change the feelings you carry around when you think about this person, or when you go to this place where something has happened to you. And understand that forgiving does not mean you are taking them back into your life, and it also does not mean that you are saying, yes, this behavior is okay. No. Forgiving is nothing else than freeing yourself and the other person from the energetic attachment, the energetic ties that you hold together. For a reason, it's called holding grudges. You're holding something. And for a reason, it's called releasing judgments, fear, the emotions around it. This is freedom. You don't want to hold on to it, because if you hold on to unforgiveness, to resentment, to the pain, to the hurt, to the judgment you feel towards this person, you are keeping all that energy in your vibratory field. So even if they may be the most horrible person on earth, still, for your happiness, for your sake, you want to forgive them. Whatever they have done, right? Whatever they have done. In my life, I have learned this lesson the hard way, obviously, because I think it's still the best way to learn a lesson. So, years ago, and I don't like this word because it has this, I don't like the word, but I'm gonna have to use the word because it explains the best what has happened. So, my best friend, she has betrayed me. So she betrayed my friendship, my trust. She took money from me for a longer period of time. I hired her in my company after my mother passed away because I needed a manager to keep the company going as I was fixing myself up, fixing my life, and then starting the inner beauty retreat. Something there didn't really feel right to her, and so she started taking money from the company. And then later I found that for months and months she's been planning to start her own company, her own business with my team of employees, with the business partners that I had introduced to them because we were talking about a partnership altogether, and that the 2 or 3 of them had copied all my files on Dropbox, all offers, the algemene voorwaarden, the terms and conditions, the clientele database, the modeling database. They've copied everything to their own Dropbox, and they were ready to send out an email, I think 3 days later when I found everything out. They were ready to send an email to my whole modeling database to tell them, guys, girls, we're gonna start for ourselves, you can join our team. And this is why I was doing my best to invest in this relationship as much as I could, and for as much as I thought at the time what was right. So I gave her a salary raise of 25%, which is of course insane. I gave her more things and money and privileges and more freedom, and we were negotiating to continue this business together. Either way, long story short, this didn't really work out. I found out everything that's been happening behind my back. I was so hurt, so freaking hurt, because of the friendship. You know, we were really good friends for maybe 7 years or something. Where she was, I was. Where I was, she was. We were that close. We shared everything together. And then it is so hard to comprehend that someone does that to you when you feel so much love for them. And of course, people make mistakes, everyone does. But this, I could not understand. I could not understand. But I knew one thing. This is here to teach me forgiveness. Absolutely here to teach me forgiveness. And I was in the middle of fixing my company, making sure the company at that time was solid. Hired lawyers and things like that to stop them from what they were planning to do. And in the meantime, I was dealing with my emotions because I was hurt, I felt betrayed, I felt lonely, I was misunderstood, I felt not seen, I felt alone, everything. So I was dealing with my own emotions, which are my emotions. She did not cause those emotions. Those are my emotions. They are in me. She, or anyone in your reality, is just a trigger, is just a mirror for what is happening within you. I knew that. So I dealt with all the emotions within. I dealt with all the stress by myself. I was alternate nostril breathing. I'll share more about that in another video. In the office, while I was reading everything that happened, because I have all the WhatsApp conversations between them for months, which prove everything, and so I could see, like, in the most harsh way possible, everything that's been said and done and planned, and it was really hard. So I was breathing my way through it, breathing my way through it, breathing my way through it, and just telling myself, I do not know why this is happening to me. I really don't know, but I do know it is for a reason, and everything is going to become better. And if there's something in your life or someone in your life that has wronged you in any way, maybe recently, please hold on to that knowing that it happened for a reason, and that things are going to get better, and that you are going to get better out of this if you choose to not hold the grudges. I started practicing forgiveness straight away. It was really hard because when something like that happens, something that big, you're dealing with your own emotions, and at the same time you're dealing with the connection and the energy you feel with the other person. But you need to deal with your own emotions. It's just a releasing of energy. So you express those emotions, you love yourself in those emotions, you make space for it, and at the same time you start forgiving. So I started practicing forgiveness and forgiveness and forgiveness, even though I could not feel it in the beginning because I was angry, I was hurt, I was all over the place. I just started telling myself, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. And even though I may have said you fucking sorry for my English, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. Even though I do not understand why you fucking did this to me, I forgive you, I love you, and I forgive you, and I love you, and I forgive you. And I practice this over and over and over again. It is the best way to do this when it's fresh, because otherwise, if you don't, you're just gonna have to deal with it eventually, because unhealed experiences are gonna catch up with you somehow. But even if you have like unresolved experiences from the past, from a long time ago, you can work with those in a healing, for example, in hypnosis, in breathwork sessions. There's many ways you can. Meditation, if you're an experienced meditator, for sure, go for it. So this is what I wanted to share on forgiving, and also I had to deal with the anger I was feeling inside of myself, and I did that by hitting pillows, like rigorously hitting the shit out of a few pillows. If that wasn't enough, I would play dark music, like what was I playing? I was looking for Rammstein and Marilyn Manson and dark metal rock band kind of music to really fire that energy up and access that energy within me, because I'm not an angry person, trust me. I've never been. So for me to touch on that anger was not very easy. So I had to really alles uit de kast halen to access the fullness of that anger. Something else I did, and that helped me a lot. Like, this was the real game changer for me in accepting this and in forgiving her. I wrote her a letter, and it's not the most pretty letter. In that letter, I wrote everything from my darkness. I put everything, every single word, every thought, everything I got out on a paper, and I wrote her this love/hate letter. After writing that letter, of course I never sent it. Please write the letter, but don't send it. Of course I never sent it, but it was out of my system. It was out. I felt so clear after, and then after doing that, again breathing, I forgive you, I forgive you, I love you, I forgive you, I love you, I forgive you, thank you, thank you, thank you, I love you, I forgive you, I love you, I forgive you. This is what I've been doing, and it changed my world around. I did not have this person back into my life, and I did not even tell them face to face that I have forgiven them, but I have forgiven them. And now when I think about them, I just feel love. I just feel love, and that they have made an ugly mistake. We all make ugly mistakes. So I'm free, and energetically she is free from me too. This was such a big lesson to me, and I'm so grateful for having learned this lesson. And I hope this story helps you in any way to forgive the person who has wronged you. I hope I've also given you a few tips, and if you need more on that, I'm happy to make another video which goes a little bit deeper on how to actually forgive, because I have a lot of more things to share about that. So let me know if that is something you want. If you feel you need guidance, I'm here for healing sessions, which are perfect to go back into the past and heal those unhealed events and make peace with them, so you are free, and so the other person is free, and so the both of you can go along your journey in freedom and in peace. because it's all karma. It just has to be cleared. And I promise you, you can do it. And no matter how big or horrible the thing is that the person has done, forgive. Because we're all ascending here. We're all ascending. And if you're watching this, you are most likely on the path of ascension. You're most likely consciously on the path of ascension. And you cannot take those lower energies into the fifth dimension that we are all raising towards. You cannot. Because simply if you're holding the grudges, your energy field is going to be so dense and low, you're just not going to get access to the higher planes of existence, if you will. It is what is holding you back. So forgive. And please, please, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear if you have made the decision to forgive this person in your life. Please let me know. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you feel called to share this video. I'm so grateful, and I love you, and see you next time, and keep your vibes up and have the best day ever. Ciao.